And I've offered my chair today to anybody who wants to sit in it. And nobody does. I've offered the opportunity to speak to 50 million people, and nobody wants to sit in this chair. I'm happy to do it. We have to face some truths. We have to face some reality. We are outnumbered, and we are losing ground. This was not a glitch. This is the trend that happened last night. This is the trend. We are outnumbered. Whether you want to put it in terms of have we lost the country or not, there's no other explanation. I don't care if there are more Republicans that didn't vote. Why didn't they? I don't want to talk about the people that didn't vote. That just means we didn't get our vote out. I don't want to talk about election strategy. I want to talk about the results. You have to face them. We are outnumbered. We're losing ground. It's difficult to beat Santa Claus. I'm just going to brief review here of the first hour. It's impossible to beat Santa Claus, especially when your alternative is that you have to be your own Santa Claus. We have totally allowed the understanding of what creates wealth and what creates prosperity in this country be distorted. We have allowed it to be misdefined, redefined. We have allowed wealth and achievement to become negatives. We have permitted prosperity, hard work, to become things that are sneered at and said to be not for everybody. We've allowed this. It's been happening. And we have said all the while it's been going on, the American people are never going to believe that stuff. But the left has been relentless for decades pushing this. I also want to restate a couple of questions from the first hour. Because there's all kind of Monday morning quarterbacking going on. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you what is. And, of course, predictable voices on the Republican side. Well, we're going to have to get serious now about Hispanic outreach. And we have to get serious now about reaching out to women. And we have to get serious about reaching out to the youth vote. We have to get serious. Okay, what does that mean? Let's go to our convention. We put forth some of the most accomplished minorities this country has to offer. We have, the Republican Party has more elected Hispanics serving in office than the Democrat Party has. And yet, what is said about Republicans? Racists, sexist, bigots, homophobes that discriminate and so forth. Why does putting Condoleezza Rice front and center at the convention not work? Why does putting Marco Rubio front and center at the convention not work? Why does putting Suzanne Martinez, the governor of New Mexico, front and center convention not work? Why does putting Mia Love, who sadly lost, one of the most accomplished, achieved, decent people in this country, she's African American, she's running for the House in Utah. She's the mayor of Saratoga Springs. She lost. Not only are we trying to get credit for it, is it seen as disingenuous? Do people not believe that really we like Condoleezza Rice? We're just throwing her out there. She's a token. They must. It doesn't work. It doesn't help us with the African-American vote. In fact, back when she was Secretary of State, look at what liberal cartoonists got away with their caricatures of her. Aunt Jemima, Step and Fetch It. They did cartoons caricaturing every racial, physical stereotype. They treated her like an animal. And Alan West, a decorated man of the United States Army, a hero, member of Congress from here, down in South Florida. One of the most achieved, accomplished, decent human beings. Look at how he's treated. Look at Clarence Thomas. Look at how they're all treated by the party supposedly of tolerance, love, and compassion. Every minority or woman who is a conservative is targeted for destruction. We have done the reach out. We have done everything they, quote unquote, say we should do to show that we're not just the white guy's party. Why doesn't it work, folks? Serious question. Why doesn't it work? Is it seen as not genuine? Is it seen as tokenism? Is it seen as what? Everything about these people's real. She was Secretary of State. She was the provost of Stanford. She was. And this is key. Every one of these people that I'm talking about that had a prominent role at our convention had something in common. The traditional American story, up from nothing. Parents who sacrificed and gave up a lot so that their kids could be something. Sneered at. laughed at, didn't count, doesn't work. Look at what happened to Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney, one of the most decent. It's impossible to exaggerate what a great man Mitt Romney is, what a great family he has, how great he would have been at this time for this country. It's impossible to exaggerate it. And yet, the people that voted for Barack Obama believe he allowed a man's wife to die because he didn't care. They believe that he is a felon. They believe he's not paying his taxes. The left gets away with every lie, every smear. Why? We are going to have to come up with answers to this. And we are going to have to realize at the same time that the antidote to what is happening in this country is happy, confident, full-fledged, unapologetic conservatism. The Republican Party still has not tried it. But that is for another day. But I want to get that out there.